Hi. Hi, everybody. How are you doing today? Hi. Welcome to Bella Crafts Live. Okay, so my name is Lisa Rojas. For those of you that don't know me, uh, and my business partner and butler and I, we own Bella Crafts Publishing, and we publish a free craft magazine that comes out 4 times a year. We're right now finishing up on the fall issue, so it's going to be ready to go. And all you got to do is go to our website and sign up. That's it. Just put your email in and sign up. So, for today, and I'm just going to check real quick and make sure that I am. There I am. Okay, perfect. There we go. Okay. I just want to make sure that hello. There we go. All right. I'm going to get out of that. Okay. I just wanted to double check real quick to make sure that I was out. Whoops. Okay. Or that I was on. And now I need to turn it off. So hold on 1 second. And I will do that. There we go. All right. So, okay. So, hi, Isabel. How are you? I am doing well. Thank you so very much. Um, it's been fun. You guys know those of you that have followed us for many years. Um, I am not in my studio. I am still down at my beach house, and I will be here for a couple more weeks. And I'm so excited to be here because I love being down here. The beach just does something fabulous for my heart and soul. So it's always good when I can come down and spend this time and rejuvenate and all of that good stuff. So, anyways, that's why it doesn't. That's why it looks like this and not my normal studio. So today, hi Becca. Okay, so today it's going to be just me. Just me. Yep. And before we get started on the project, I have like a really quick, funny story to tell you guys. I thought I would start off with a little bit of humor this morning um, because Lord knows I needed it. Oh, and Lord knows I needed it. Yeah. So we're going to be using Newton's Nook today. And um, I spoke with Jen. She sent me the products that I'm going to be using today, and because of everything that has been going on lately, you guys know that with Anne and me and sick and back and forth, it's been a rough year for both of us. It really has. So this is actually, was supposed to be a summer project. But then I decided, okay, because all of that, everything happened and I couldn't do a summer project, right? So what I did in my head before I left for home, I was like, I know what I'll do. I will do a baby card. Remember, I told you guys last week I was going to do, a baby, something babyish, right? Okay. So the other day, I'm in here and I'm pulling my stuff out and I'm, starting to do some work. And my husband's like, is that what you're going to be doing for your live? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do a little baby card, and, a baby project is what I told him. And he's like, oh, okay. Well, why are you using flamingos instead of storks? And as soon as he said that, I was like, no, it did not even cross my mind at the house when I was packing all of this stuff up. So I had to scramble, yes, at the last minute and try to come up with a whole new idea of what I was going to do so I could share a project with you guys. Oh, so if that wasn't bad enough, because I only bring down product that I'm going to be working with and not much else because it's a lot to pack. I'm gone for a month. It's a whole lot of stuff to pack. So I normally just take what I'm going to be using for the specific project while I'm doing my lives here, right? Okay, so I don't have anything else here. So I'm like panicking. So I get on to Amazon and I'm like, okay, I'll just order some stuff. And I came up with this other idea. This will be perfect. So I did that. Order was supposed to come in on Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, Saturday or Sunday. So it didn't come in. It did not come in. And they said, sorry, it's going to be late. Da, 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 da. It shall be here the next day. Didn't come in. So I had another Amazon order for some house stuff, for stuff that I needed for our house. And so yesterday that got delivered, but not the stuff that I needed for my project. So last night at 7:30, after I accosted the Amazon guy, because I was waiting at the door, like, why is this not here yet? And this poor kid, he's like, I don't know. So 7:30, I'm like, okay, I gotta come up with something. Yeah. So, anyways, that's what's going on today. So it has been a crazy few days, girls, is all I'm gonna say. So, I mean, from the fact that, I don't know the difference between a flamingo and a stork, and that's bad enough. But yeah, So, okay. Oh, really, Becca? Okay, a similar story. Hi, Dorothy. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me finish reading Becca's comment first. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 See, so you get it. I know. See, you are my people. I knew that you guys would understand because I was a complete wreck. You guys know that I don't do so good flying by the seat of my pants and does it flawlessly. Me, not so much. I panic, I freak out, and it's never ever good. So, anyways, with that being said, hi, Helen. With that being said, I'm going to show you the project that I came up with like really, really quick. So, this is what we're going to be doing today. And this is just like a little frame. Let me there we go. A little, frame that you can put a picture in on this side. And then I made this a shaker. Becca, there you go. There's your shaker. Because I just thought it was so, so fun. So this is what we are doing today. No baby thing, I mean, I don't know what I was thinking, but anyways, so it's been a little crazy, but I wanted to share that story with you guys because, by last night, I was just done. I was like, okay, I'm had it. And, by 1 o'clock this morning, when I finally got everything finished up and everything, and I just fell into bed, I was like, all right, I got this. I worked it out. Not a big deal. We're going to go from there. Okay. So that's what we're doing today. Newton Nook is our sponsor. We love our sponsors. Do not forget to be entered into the giveaway. You need to like, comment, and share my video with hashtag Bella Crafts. Okay. That way, when I put everything in the randomizer, that's what it picks up, and that's how our winners get chosen. Okay. So, oh, thank you, Isabel. Sometimes I don't feel like it. Sometimes I just feel like, but it's all good. It's all good. All right, so I got my pink shirt on. My happy place is my craft room. So I got my pink shirt in. We're doing pink today. I got my pink glasses on, so we are ready to roll. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my cameras here, and then I'm going to get started on this project. Yay. All right, so let me do a quick switch here, and we will get started. I can't really, I can't wait to show you guys this close up. It really did come out very, very cute. Okay, so right now I'm going to move my light here just a little bit so we can see a little bit better. You guys know, because I had told you from last week, I'm working in really, a really tight space, here. So, yeah, so everything is just kind of, I'm just not in my own home environment where I'm comfortable and I know what the heck is going on. So anyways, but this is what we're doing today. And I just thought that this was adorable. I saw the stamp set and I had the die set already, but I saw the stamp set. And then as I'm thinking, okay, I immediately wanted to do some type of shake or something. So I found these little guys. Look how absolutely adorable. Wait until my camera decides to behave itself, which it's not going to. So let me come back down. Yeah, I don't even have my regular hammer, guys. I have my portable one that I take when I'm traveling. Okay, so these tiny little flamingos I thought were absolutely perfect for this project. I just loved them. They're adorable. If you're interested, I'll put the link in for you guys on Amazon where I got them. Those I got before I left the house, before we came down. So that order came in beautifully. But yeah, the other one, who knows? Oh, and then they sent me a message last night and said that it had been delivered. I was like, yeah, no, it has not. Okay, so this is what we're going to be creating today. Like I said, a little shaker thing going on here. Now, I had this beautiful wood ordered that, was going to be nice and sturdy for my project. And then that's what I freaked out because my stuff didn't come in. So I had to think quickly. So just in case, so if you don't have wood, you can just cut up some cardboard and cover that, which is exactly what I did for this project because my order didn't come in and I was just like, I can't stand it. So, you do what you can in a pinch, right? Do what you can in a pinch. All right, so let's get started. And let me show you. Okay, let me show you how we're going to do this. Okay, so first of all, my wood piece here, is 8x8, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to cover it with some pattern paper. Very simple, right? And of course, this is your base. So I'm going to set that off to the side. Oh, before I forget, let me show you guys what we're working with today. Okay, so this is the stamp set from Newton's Nook. Love this. It's just so adorable, right? And it's got this really cool oval frame, which is what I used obviously for my shaker. And then it has these cute little sentiments down here. I used Tickled Pink and So Glad You're Part of My Flock. Those are the two stamps that I used. It also says about the good news on your birthday. Hello, summer. Thanks for being so flamazing and flamingo for it. So this is the stamp set that I used. And this one is called, there we go, easy, Flamingo Oval. Yeah, okay. All right. So that one, and then also this die set. Now, I got this die set from them a while ago, and I love it. It is perfect for shakers. If you're doing oval shakers, it's absolutely perfect for that because they're just the right size. So this one is just the oval frames die set, and it has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's got 7 dies in it. Okay. So this is a really great die set. If you guys are looking to purchase, purchase something, this is really nice. Okay, so what you're going to do is, first of all, we're going to die cut all of our pieces. So I did my 2 ovals, and I used some pretty glitter, some silver glitter paper that I had, and then this really pretty pink. Okay, so we're going to die cut all of this stuff out first. And then, of course, I did this one also in the silver. And this is a pattern paper that I used to do the oval for this, the saying. And then this is cut out for the saying. Okay, so we've got all of those. And then also, you're going to cut out 2 of the white cardstock. You're going to cut out 2 of these, and one we're going to use. This was just for to put a picture, like I showed you in the sample here. So for you to put a picture in your frame here. So that's what that is. But I didn't want to just leave it blank, because then it wouldn't look pretty. And you guys know that I everything has to be pretty. So we're not worried about that. All right, so you're going to cut one of those, and then you're going to cut a second one, and this is the one that you're going to stamp on. So, of course, what I did was I stamped on this with my Gina K black ink, and then I went ahead and I colored it all in with my watercolors. Sorry, I had a little brain freeze going on there. Okay, so easy, right? All right, so now I'm going to put all this off to the side for now. So we're going to start off with the shaker. And I'm going to bring my other little white thing in here. I have got a fly going around that's driving me insane. All right, so let my camera focus. There we go. This is the reason why I don't use this camera anymore. I may have to stop using it for remote lives also. Okay. Hey, stop. Okay. My baby Ruby is crying. All right. So we're going to start with this. And then what we're going to do, hang on one second, guys. I'm just going to let my husband know real quick that if she gets real loud, to please come get her. She was asleep, and he's in the other room with the puppy. Okay, so here we go. All right, so we're going to start with this, and first thing that we're going to do is stamp the center of it where I put in the tickled pink. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this up real quick. There we go. And then we're going to center that right there. And up. Nice. Okay. Now, my other sentiment I had already stamped ahead of time, as I showed you guys. Okay. So, to finish both of those up, then what you're going to do is just take some of your color. Okay, I use this pretty pink for the lettering here. And this is my watercolors, my watercolor pencils. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of color down at the bottom of each of these. Just like this. Okay, and then I would normally, either take a paintbrush. That's what I would normally do. But instead, I'm going to use this. This is a Zig clean color real brush pen. And basically what this does is it will pull your colors. So it works perfect for watercolors. It works perfect because it just lets them flow. So I'm just going to take this and then just lightly go in here and pull my color from the bottom there and then just pull it straight up. This is really beautiful if you're doing big areas. This is a really pretty way to use this pen. So like I said, normally I use, my paintbrush, but, sometimes I like to mix it up a little bit and try something different. This isn't really different for me, but I haven't really showed it a whole lot to you guys though. So, all right. And then I'm just going to finish this up with this one here. There we go. And just, just super easy. Not anything very complicated. Here we go. All right. So now I'm going to set this one off to the side because I'm not going to use it right now. And then we're going to do the shaker for this. Okay. So as I said, these were so much fun. I just loved these when I saw them. I thought these are perfect. Okay, so I'm going to take a few of these. Let's see, I don't really want that many, so that looks good. Okay, and then I've got my shaker dome. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I have this mix, and then I also have this other mix that was perfect for the shaker. And I always have such a hard time getting this open. Ah, okay, there we go. All right, so what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to put some tape down a little bit on the sides here just to get me started. Oh, I need to turn my glue gun on too. There we go. All right, so I'm going to do it over here. And I'm not going to concern myself with the tape being seen because I'm going to put the frame on top of it. So you don't even see it. So, normally you're going to try to hide that because you don't want your tape showing through your shaker because then that's just ugly. But this we're not worried about because, like I said, it's going to cover it. All right, so let me pull these off real quick. There we go. Okay. And again, you guys, I will put links and stuff in here for you. So you'll have, whatever you need. I'll put Newton's Nook and all of that stuff in there for you guys. All right. So we're going to add a little bit more tape here. Okay. And I'm going to peel that off. And then this way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this over. And if you noticed, I only did my one side, right? I'm only doing this side over here for now. Because then that way, it'll make it so much easier to pour my little confetti in there. And it won't make me crazy. Okay, so then we're going to fill this. I'm going to flip it over and then just start tossing these inside. These little things are they are beyond cute. Okay, so we're going to fill this. Oh, that little guy lost his head. Oh, that's not good. All right, so we're going to fill that. And then I'm going to add a little bit more of this confetti just because I love the different colors. And you guys know me, love my colors. Okay, and then I'm going to pull that back around. There we go. Okay. So now I can go ahead and add the rest of my tape around so nothing else comes flying out. Now, also what I did too, because you're not seeing the edges on this, and I should have heated my glue gun up sooner. But yeah, I basically, and I'm hoping that it's going to heat up here pretty quick. So that way, because what I did was that I just took my glue gun and then I just glued all the way around to the, you know, to glue it all in. Oops. All right. So we got all of our got little confetti balls here just falling all over. All right. Oh, well, okay. There we go. Nothing is better than a really cool shaker card. All right, so I'm going to add some more in here. And that other little tinkling that you guys now hear is the puppy, because Rich came in to get Ruby. And now the puppy's in here. Mimi, go on. Go with Dad. Okay. All right, so I'm going to push that down and, oh, let me hope that my glue gun is ready. Because it really does make it a lot easier to do with the glue gun, right? So I'm going to go around here and go all the way around the little edges and just add my glue in there. If I can find the edges here. There we go. Oh. Okay. So just glue that down. And this shaker that I'm using, the dome that I'm using for this, is a little bit wider. It's got a little bit more room in it than, you know, some of the other shaker cards or shaker covers that are out now. So you can use a lot of your confetti and stuff inside, which is, you know, the more that you have, the more fun it is, I think. All right, so we are gonna glue. Let's see, get this top here. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to move all of this up out of my way. Because we got a big old mess going on over here, but that's all right. It's not crafting if you're not making a mess. Okay, so now we got this all ready. And see how quick and easy that was? So you're going to finish that off. Just go ahead and, you know, glue it all the way around. And then we're going to take this really pretty silver glitter paper here. And this is what's going to go over the top here. And that's why I said it makes it really easy just to zip around with your glue gun and get it all of it closed. So for this, I am going to use my regular glue because I want to make sure that I can line up the scallops on this. I want to make sure that it doesn't get crooked because, you know, sometimes when you're using the glue gun, if you don't get it exactly right, then you're just, yeah, then it's just not good. All right, so we're going to lay this on top and I'm going to make sure that my scallops, there we go, match. Okay, and that's why I used a glue gun. I mean a regular glue. So that way it gives me time. I got an opening somewhere on my shaker. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay, so then we're going to just finish gluing this all the way around. Right, there we go. Geez, by the time I get this done, there's not going to be any shaker left. Or shaker stuff. But yeah, it'll still be cute. All right. Let me see here. There we go. We got the rest of that. Okay. So now we've got this piece done. Yay. Easy, easy, easy. So I'm going to set that off to the side there just a little bit. Okay. So next we're going to take our pieces here that we've already used. And now I don't really think I need, oh, I'll leave this on here just in case I need, I don't want to make a mess on top of my tan thingy here. Okay, so now I'm going to take this piece that I already got, and we're going to add a little bit of glue here. And we're going to layer that right on that other oval. There we go. Okay. Now, before we do anything else, I'm going to add a couple more of my flamingos here on my little sign. I just thought that they was just so adorable that they needed to be actually, you know, where somebody could really see them too. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of glue here, and I'm going to use the smaller tip for this part because it makes it much easier to get this really tiny area, because these little guys they're little and they are not so easy to work with. I'm just so glad that I don't have fingernails on, because yeah, that would be really hard. And it's been such a long time since I've had my nails done because of my hand surgeries that, you know, I don't know if I would know how to. I used to be able to do anything with my nails done, but now I'm not so sure. I don't know if I'd be able to do it again. All right, so we're going to add these two little guys right here on either side. And I think that just adds just a little bit of fun to your saying there. Just a little bit of fun, right? Okay, and now we're going to take this, and because I want it to be up a little bit, I want to add some layer. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of foam tape here. Pull this out. All right, let me get my little strip here. There we go. Okay, so we're going to just add a couple of these right on the back. So cute. All right, so there's one, and then there's the other, and then that just, you know, lets it pop out a little bit better. Which you guys, you know, I mean, that's one of my favorite things when I'm making projects is I love layering, and I love dimension, and, you know, things like that. Okay, so now I'm going to peel this off. There we go. And then we're going to add that right to our silver piece. Look how pretty that is. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got those two pieces done. And now for this one, all I'm going to do, get my stuff out of the way here. I'm just going to adhere this on. If if you want it to do a frame like this, and you want it to where you're just going to use one picture, then you can go ahead and glue your whole frame around, right? But if not, if you want to be able to change it out, then what you can do is just leave the top part of your frame. You can leave that open, and then you can slide pictures in and out that way. But for something like this, I myself would prefer just to use one photo. So, excuse me. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue the whole thing. And I'm using all kinds of different glues today. Oh, that's fun. All right, I'm just going to go around here real quick, all the way around. And then line this up. And like I said, I always like to do this with my zip dry glue because it gives me that time that you need to kind of straighten things out, make sure that everything is, because you want to make sure that those scallops line up. So my zip dry glue just gives me just enough time to where I can do that without having any issues. Okay. So there we go. So now we've got that piece and we have, excuse me, we have our 3 main pieces done. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to take some flowers here. And you guys have seen me use these flowers before, and I absolutely love them. They are so much fun because they're perfect for cards because they're so tiny, and they just add, a little bit of fun to your projects. So I just picked out some different colors that I liked. And then also this cute little bow button that I also found on Amazon that came in a package, and really pretty bows. They had that bow in there. This purple one was in the package. There was quite a few. So I will also go ahead and put the link in for those too, because I got these at Amazon also. You guys know I get everything at Amazon. All right. So I'm going to take my flowers here, and then I'm going to take one of the stems, and I'm going to wrap it around the other. And then that kind of helps hold things in place. Okay. And then I'm going to come in here with my scissors. And these are my big, big scissors. Look how big these are. But they're great for this kind of stuff. Okay, so we're going to do that. I'll fluff those a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to cut the stems off right about there. Okay, so we've got those. Let me get that out of the way. Okay, and then let me find a bow here. I added a little bow on top there. You don't have the same exact bow. So let me see. Do I have something smaller? Let me look. I had a whole bunch of cute little baby stuff in here, you guys. Oh, for the baby project that I was going to do. Oh, I tell you, sometimes I really, really earn my title of being a goober. All right, I hate this camera. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to take those. And I'm going to take my little bow here. And we're going to hot glue. Add a little glue on the back there. And add those right to my flowers. Now this bow is obviously a little bit bigger. But that's all right. It's still going to be adorable. There, see? And then, I liked this bow. Also, I had this at the house, and I liked this because it brought out the other colors that I was using. So it was so cool that everything everything mashed up because that's how I picked it all out. But I'm just saying that, it was nice that I had it on hand. All right, so now I have my cute little bow there. And now we are ready to finish this off. So now we're going to take this piece and lay it back down. There we go. And now we're ready to just add everything to our wood base here. And then we're ready to go. Okay, so for this, again, I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the back here. Okay, here we go. A little bit of glue. And then we're going to add this right about here. Okay, make sure that's down there nice and tight. You want to make sure that that really adheres. Okay, and then we're going to add this second little one. Let me get some of the gunk out of my glue here. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to add that right about there because I just wanted a little bit off center, right? Just a little bit off center. I can move this now. Okay. And then move that up just a bit. Okay. And then lastly, we're going to add this cute little piece. So we'll adhere this down at the bottom. There we go. Okay, so now you've got this cute little, just a cute little element for your frame, and then a place to put a picture, and then you've got your sentiment here. And then the last thing that we're going to do is add these last little bows on here. So I'm going to use this little pink one, and we're going to put that one right there down at the bottom. And I'm going to do that with a little bit of glue gun because it makes it much easier to put it down there because it's plastic. This one's plastic. So the other glue, when you're using the other glue, it slides around a little bit. So, all right. So there we've got that one. And then lastly, we've got our little floral one. We're going to put this one right up here on top. There we go, just like that. And then now you have this just adorable frame that you can put in your home. Okay. Now the wood that I ordered originally for this, it would have a backing and stuff on it. Or you can just use, like a regular easel to set it up with. And what I mean by that is something like this that you can use. But my wood piece, yeah, it was supposed to be that. But yeah, there you go. Okay. So either way, my confetti is still coming out of that one. I missed an area somewhere, so we'll use this one. But yeah, isn't that just too much fun, you guys? And it is so simple. Easy to do. It's really easy to make. And it would make a really cute, gift. And I think, for me, myself, even though flamingos are not storks, I still think that you could have put a cute little baby picture in there or something like that. But I will leave that up to you. I just hope that you enjoyed it. It is a fabulous, fun project. I absolutely love the products from Newton's Nook that I used in this. And I hope that you guys give this a try. I am definitely going to put all those links and stuff in for you guys so I don't forget. And then that way you'll have everything that you need to go and buy this if you want to. All right. So talk amongst yourselves for just a moment and let me finish and switch my camera. because it takes just a second to switch over here. There we go. Okay. There we are. Okay. So there you go. Wasn't that fun, you guys? I mean, really. It was, I mean, such a fun, cute project. It's quick and easy. And I think whoever, if you were to give it to somebody, I think they would absolutely love it. I know if somebody gave me this, I would absolutely love it. So I think that you guys will have a really good time if you choose to make one of these. So that is it for me for today. Oh, I love all the colors that I'm seeing in the comments there. Hi, Brenda. Helen, I can't remember if I said hi to you or not. And hi, Karen. So yeah, see, when my head's down, I can't pay attention to what's going on with the comments. So, it's nice when I'm done that I can go back and I can look over everything. Or it's better when Anne's with me, because then she can tell me as I'm going, which makes it so much easier. But that's all right. So we will be back next week. I believe we're going to be doing an interview with somebody. I'm not quite sure who yet. I'll have to talk to Anne about that. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you come back. And I really hope that you have an amazing, amazing week. And until then, don't forget to take some time to craft, because it's good for your soul. It really, really is. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys so much. You guys mean so much to me. You really do. So thank you for joining me. And I will see you guys all next week. Okay? All right. If there's any questions, I will look and I will let you know, answer. Okay? All right, you guys, take care. I'll see you next week. Bye.